What's going on, guys? Jordan here. Welcome back to more modded Subnautica. Now today we're finally going to be able to decorate the base. Now as you can see, I've already got, I don't know how much of this was actually here before, but I've already got quite a bit built in the base. But primarily we're going to be decorating the living space and our bedroom. So the rest of it is mostly just like, this is just a storage room here. Above we've got a little more storage. And then up here I went and threw in a bioreactor, which eventually will be upgraded possibly to a nuclear reactor. I'm not sure if I want to go that route for this base or not, but we'll see when we get there. Now before we do the full decoration, I do want to just kind of go through this and just kind of show you guys the base. So we've got the habitat control panel. I've got that placed right here. Sometimes I'm not sure if it's the custom beacons mod or the habitat control panel mod, but sometimes they bug out. See, these are all three for the habitat control panel for this specific place for whatever reason. But I've kind of figured out how to make sure that they at least work, so I only see the ones I want. But this is what I want to see, is this. As you see, we named it Palette. I thought we'd go with like a Pokemon theme naming scheme for these videos. So that's what this is. This base is called Palette, after Palette Town. I've got a scanner room over here. I went ahead and upgraded its range all the way because why not? And if we go over here, of course, we have the moon pool. I think you might. I don't remember if this was here last time I recorded a video, but it's got a power cell charger, 2 battery chargers. I got the prawn land and sea poster. I've got a radio, some windows. This is my dock, my sea moth. Everything from the sea moth storage comes out of these lockers, goes into this locker, and then it goes into the auto sort locker and sorts it throughout my base. So I don't even have to take things out of storage anymore. Modification station here, I even used it. I got myself a thermal blade and maybe some other things. And quickly while I'm here, I could show you guys some of the extra upgrades we get, the Cyclops and the sea moth. So we have stuff like that's normal, but we've got a thermal reactor Mark II. We've got a solar charge Mark II. We've got an energy efficiency module Mark II, and a Mark III for energy efficiency. Now I'm pretty sure it only goes up to 1 originally, and I can't remember if there's. I think there was a solar, but I don't remember. I know like some of them have, I don't know. Anyways, fact of the matter is we've got a few extra upgrades here. The sea moth though, we actually get up to Mark V for the sea moth depth modules, which I'm not exactly sure how deep that'll let us go, but it's probably on par with at least, well, I know it used to bring us down to 900 meters, and I think that was with Mark III. So probably close to what the Cyclops can do. But anyway, so that's the inside of the base. Now I'll show you down where the rooms are going to be afterwards. They're just empty rooms right now. But if we take a quick look outside, you'll notice we've got some nice plants on display, some flora to kind of fill in that empty space. I've got some creep vine growing here that's creating this nice glow, this bright yellow glow in this area. And there's the observation deck over here. This is where our living space is going to be, and this is where our bedroom is going to be. So those are the rooms we're going to be decorating. So that's what we have for a base so far, and I think it's a pretty nice sea base. I don't know how much more expansive it will have to be. Maybe we'll just add more onto it in the future. But as you know, the aquarium that we'll be building later, probably much later, that's going to be open over in the starting area, wherever that's at. Hold on. See, sometimes beacons don't quite. See, I'm not really. Yeah. So there is a way I can fix all this. Like the beacons are kind of messing up right now. Oh, this is what we want. Yeah, but there it is. Yeah, so sometimes I'm not sure if it's the custom beacons or the habitat control panel or a combination of the two working together that's causing those bugs, but that is something to be aware of. Usually you can kind of solve the problem though by just turning some beacons on or off, and it fixes. But you might have to play with that. So I do have a couple plants here. Apparently I started deconstructing that for whatever reason. So yeah, I've got a lantern tree placed there. So this is going to be the living space. So it's kind of already experimenting, and I think I want to have all the way up to like here windows, because that's going to give us a really nice panoramic view of outside. So we'll throw those down like that, and I think I decided that where the tree was going to go, I want to throw down this wall planter. And right here, that's just brick wall. So I was going to throw down a reinforcement, just because it's going to be empty wall anyways. I might as well make use of it, because with all this glass, it'd be nice to have some things that improve the base's integrity. So that's why I've gone ahead and done that. Now, I do want to add some furniture type of stuff. So I did want to have a shelf here with like a swivel chair. So let's put the chair down first so we can kind of get an idea of where we want the shelf to be. So I think if we put it there like that, even on a slight angle, that looks nice. And I think we could probably get away with putting the shelf here. Let's take a seat and see how that looks. Oh yeah, so it might be a little bit high, but I think it'll be okay. I mean, it's just for... It's not actually going to be used for anything. It's just supposed to look nice. And... oh, I wanted to have like a picture frame right above it as well. And I've got some really nice screenshots that I took. And I'm going to decorate the bases. So this base, for now I only have really screenshots from this base, mostly that were taken up in the observation deck there. This base I'd like to have screenshots of other bases. The views from there. And then other bases I could use views from this base, and you know what I mean, I won't have screenshots from this base in this base, because that would seem a little bit silly since we could just look outside and see the same things. But I do have some, well, these here are, I was taking some thumbnails. I needed some screenshots for some thumbnails. So I think I'm going to actually use this Aurora picture. Because I kind of had an idea of like sort of a little bit of a like an Aurora themed sort of decoration scheme here, which means I'm also actually going to want to grab the decorations that I have stored. So let's just quickly run over to our locker. This is Altera stuff that's going to obviously get changed once all this stuff is used. We won't need it anymore. We'll take out our posters and we'll go ahead and we have that stuff now. I also had the idea to put the Keep Calm poster down right here. So let's kind of center it as best as we can. So that way, you know, if we're escaping some vicious creature and we come into our hatch here, or we wake up in the morning, come out of our bedroom, and we've got this nice cute kitten looking at us telling us to keep calm. So that'll be nice there. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the Aurora poster in here, and I want the Aurora ship on that shelf, which is also kind of like a desk. So we'll put the Aurora poster right there, like that, and we'll put the ship right here. Perfect. So now we kind of have like this, it's almost like, I don't know, it's a cool, you got the nice fancy model of an Aurora there, you got a nice poster of the Aurora in space here, and then you've got it all crashed and burnt here, but it's still a great photo, I think. The way you've got the other planet or the moon or whatever there, and the Aurora, and then the sky kind of gets, I don't know, I think it's just a really good screenshot. I'm really proud of that one. Alright, now I also wanted to throw down a bench, so let's get our, where is it now? Let's get a bench in here so we can sit and actually see stuff. So let's see here. Yeah, let's kind of get that nice and lined up as close as we can. It'd be nice if there was a bit of like like you could choose to lock to a grid on or off sort of thing. But it's not really that big of a deal. I mean, how many of us in life are really that precise when replacing furniture? I mean, I'm sure it's not all perfectly square to the, to the millimeter, unless for some reason you're actually caring about that kind of stuff. And also to fill in, so I don't know, I was thinking of having a table, maybe like a table here that I could sit at, with a chair and look out this way. But I don't know that I want that there. I feel like it might be too crowded. We've got a good sitting space here, so we could just kind of take a seat here. We could admire our picture. We could look at our nice model if we want to. Maybe, make a journal entry or something. I don't know. We've got that little area though. And then if we just want to kind of sit and relax and enjoy the view, then we can just kind of come here and do that. I like that. Yeah. So that's actually good for this room. We're going to go ahead and leave that like that. And we're going to do our bedroom next. So I already put some planters in here, and apparently the bed I also put in is not. There we go. And now we're going to take a nap. Because that happened. Now I can't remember what you get from napping, but apparently you get some sort of a benefit. There's a point to it. Maybe there's not though. Maybe I'm completely wrong. But yeah, I threw some planters down in here on a shelf already, because I was wondering where I would put this stuff, and I decided I'll just throw it on a shelf because I want to put a desk in my room as well. But the desk in this game, if you're not making one of those shelf desks, it's got all sorts of like screens, and also we have fish in our room, a school of fish. It's kind of unavoidable. There's not really anything I can do about it that I know of. So we'll literally be sleeping with the fishes, which is, it's fine with me. So let's pull up our tool here. Oh, also, you know what? We've got the hat. Let's place that down first. Let's get a hat on our, I want that just right here. So it looks like I kind of came and just placed it there. I don't know why I'd be wearing a hat or even have a hat under the ocean, but we'll put it there because it looks nice. And we'll put this guy right there, so then we can snuggle with him when we're sleeping at night. Make us feel a little bit less lonely. Okay, now back to the desk. Like I was saying, the desk has all these fancy like screens and buttons and stuff on it, and it seems almost weird to like have stuff stored on the desk, especially if you're never actually going to be using any of that stuff. So I think it's more practical to keep the stuff on the shelf, and then hypothetically, if I was going to use it, I just pull it out off the shelf and place it on my fancy desk here and use it like that. But we're going to keep it on the shelf otherwise. And we're going to throw a command chair back here because I need a command chair somewhere. So we'll put that right there. Perfect. So now we've got ourselves a nice desk in our room as well that we can work off of. I don't know why we would, but it's there. Let's also throw in a window right behind the desk, and that's going to give us that view again. And I don't feel like it's too creepy. We've got I think I might put a planter here as well, and that'll sort of give us a little more of a barrier between the bed and the window, because I don't know, I don't want some creepy ass warper or something sneaking. I know it wouldn't actually happen, but hypothetically, some weird fish, being nosy and watching me sleep or something. It just kind of creeps me out to think about that. So yeah, I'm gonna put I'll throw that down right now. We'll put a planter here. We'll put this nice one. Put it right here. And I don't know what we'll plant there, but we'll put something there that's kind of make a bit of a blockage. Now I've got posters still. I've got the natural selection and the prawns, another prawn land poster. So I think I want to put the prawn land poster between the trees. I think it would actually work nicely because they're trees that grow in land, and it's the prawn land poster. I don't know. Well, I don't know. It works for me. And I thought we'd put the natural selection poster. Originally I thought above our bed, behind, classic, but I think I actually would prefer to have it here instead. Oh, you know what? I wanted to put like a locker there as well. So I'm actually just gonna put this. Yeah, I'm gonna put it above our bed. Classic, poster above your headboard type of thing. And yeah, I just want to put a regular standing locker right there, so we still have access to the normal stock lockers that the game comes with. We don't lose those just because we have the auto sort lockers. So we'll just put that there. It's not going to really be used for anything. Maybe I could put like the radiation suit and stuff like that we won't be using anymore in there. Kind of like keepsakes instead of just throwing them in the garbage can. Alright, so that's the room's decorated. That one, now like I said, I was playing around with sort of concepts and stuff before. I didn't want to make this too long and drag out the whole process of decorating. I was also considering a window here too. I want to see how I like that. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. So I'm gonna have a window there too, and that's just gonna open up that. There'll be a tree here. Next time you guys will see there's something will be growing here. Maybe another lantern tree, or maybe a bulbo or a ming or something. I don't know. I'll put something there that fits that space. But yeah, actually I think I kind of like the bedroom better than I like the sitting room. I still like this room, really. I really like it, but I think I like the bedroom more, just personally. But there, so we've decorated our rooms. Finally, we've built this awesome base. We can go into our observation deck, and so I'll show you guys like the screenshots I got. I didn't take one of here, so it's just wreckage. It didn't really look that great to me, but this one I liked because it had that piece of wreckage off to the side there. Like, we can look at the actual screenshots here. That's this picture right here. So I don't know, I feel like it's well balanced, and it just kind of, it's a great view. Over here is the next screen over. I like this one a lot because we got the bubbles coming up here from the brain fungus or brain core or whatever it's called. We got a school of fish here. We've got the stalker coming in off the side. This stalker was actually annoying because he was swimming in that area, and I wanted him in the shot just on the edge there, but he kept like coming in, and he'd like instantly like flip upside down and then go off screen, and so it actually took a bit of patience to wait for him to get into that right position. And I would have liked him to maybe be a little bit more in, but beggars can't be choosers. I went with what I could get. This is actually just looking up. When you look up in the observation deck, I thought that was kind of a cool idea for a picture. And you still even got a school of fish there, which is awesome. This is, again, one more window over. You can see a bit of our base, the scanner room, and that peninsula that goes out. And you've got the another school of fish here. That's just another another thumbnail picture. I've got a couple of those in here. No, it's not letting me go through them all. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that, but this was just taken outside of the base, just in front of the scanner room, I'm pretty sure. So that's that same peninsula. That was more or less for a thumbnail too, but it's actually not a bad shot, so I am going to keep it. And what else do we have? And of course, you've seen this one, we just put it up, and we have another direct Aurora picture. Those Aurora pictures were also both taken for thumbnails, but I ended up really liking them, so I'm going to keep those as well, and we can put those up like we put one up already. One more quick thing I wanted to check before I let you guys go is see if we could put, oh, we can. I like that. I like the idea of maybe having a bench in here too. So maybe I'll change my mind later and I'll want to take it out, but I think coming in here and being able to take a seat and just appreciate everything like that, I like that. Okay, so there you have it. We decorated the base. I have this, I think it's a great looking base put together. Like I said, I haven't quite decided if I want to go with nuclear with this base, because I could also just put solar panels. Like, I'm not gonna have any shortage of solar energy if that's the way I wanted to go. One more thing I wanted to do possibly as well is condense actually some of these lockers. Like, I want to have lots of titanium lockers because like, I don't even need those. Oh, I'm actually low on titanium right now, so bad example, but maybe 2 titanium lockers instead of 3, and then kind of generalize the rest of them in the categories that the mod gives me to begin with. Plant seeds, metals, electronics, you know, to kind of cut back on the amount of lockers that I have, because you can kind of see it's a little bit, the frame rate's kind of jumpy while I'm playing in my base, but it's fine when I'm outside of the base. And actually, if I've been here for a while, it clears up and it's fine. I can walk around like normal. But for the first little bit while I'm in my base, it's really jumpy like that, and it seems to be almost on the same sort of intervals as the auto sorter sorts items when you put them in it. You can kind of see it's almost rhythmic how it's jumping. Like I said, it gets better if I've been in my base for a while, but every time I leave my base and come back, it kind of starts over. I think that's the auto sort lockers. I think I might have a little too many. It's not a huge issue either, but I mean, if I've only got 6, 7, 8 lockers up here, if I could condense some of these lockers and have fewer lockers, I could put one here. That's where I used to have the control panel. Like, I could probably, and I know I can fit actually 4 lockers per wall as well. So I might have better luck having this just one room of lockers. We'll see, and I don't know what I do with this room then, because I don't need. I'm gonna have my own separate aquarium, so I wouldn't have to put that in there. Like a could put like 2 bioreactors even. I don't know if I'd need that much power. It's not important. I'll think of something. I'll figure it out. But yeah, we did what we came out to do. We set out to do. We decorated, like, I mean, I'll put some more like planters and stuff around the base and kind of make things a little more colorful. But otherwise, I think we did a great job. So that's all we have time for today, though. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.